Okay, the camera is just gonna keep doing what it's doing at this point.
Like, honestly, the quality of the camera right now, I guess.
Listen, would it be an episode of You're Being Too Loud if we did not start it with we're having some technical difficulties?
Okay, to be fair though, this is on you.
This is on me. I have not unpacked yet.
I actually charged all of my stuff and brought it and everything like that.
I don't even know where my phone is right now. You could call it. It's not going to do anything. Probably.
Wait, is it on like silent?
Yeah, so I said it's not going to do anything. It's me. Why would my phone ever not be on silent?
Oh yeah, it's also on Do Not Disturb.
It's actually not. It shouldn't be. Wait, what time is it?
8:30.
Yeah, it definitely shouldn't be. Not yet, at least.
Notification silence. You just have me silent?
No. So what I genuinely think it is because my sound, because Shannon and Lonnie also get that all the time. I think it's because my sound is off.
But my sound's off. My ringer's off all the time. I never have my ringer on.
So I don't either, but I don't know why it's saying that because my phone's. I need the camera to work. It's not gonna work.
It worked for a second, and now it's a little better.
Yeah, I am so sorry for the quality of this video.
Because we can't take these until like
I know.
15 minutes in, and there goes the quality.
And there goes the quality again. Oh my god.
That's whatever. I just don't understand why.
Why was my face so pale compared to my hand? Do you see?
What if we move the light completely off, like stage entirely? Maybe
so like over there?
Yeah.
Maybe try that.
You have a light.
There's a plug back there where the fan's plugged in it. Otherwise, you'd have to unplug the PC.
Yeah.
Don't.
Oh, that's so bright.
And now I'm shrouded in darkness. Wait, I wonder. I'm genuinely just curious. So
it's either the fan or the light, is what you're saying.
No. Unplug the other thing.
What's the other thing? What was the other thing?
Yo, what the fuck just happened?
What?
I don't. Oh, you unplugged the monitor. Plug it back in. Plug it back in.
I told you. What's the other thing?
I don't know.
I told you.
Okay. Well.
So it's either the fan or this. Now what? This is why I asked which one.
It's hot.
I know.
Wait. Just plug the fan in back there.
Yeah. Like, okay, that's fine. I was just curious as to like which one do you want to do over here?
Why are we so stupid?
I think you're.
DJ, you didn't think of that either.
Shut up.
You also did not think about the fact that the plug that we just took, that's a lot better. The camera's still going in and out of focus, but lighting wise,
What about like
that works. Half of my face is like really white, but like I don't know.
Do you want to go to the dark one?
Yeah, that one. There you go. And put the fan in back there. I think I just need a new camera.
Yeah. Which is weird though, because it says it's like 4K. Like
it is, yeah, it's supposed to be. And then you press the button. And the fan goes on. The fan's on. No, fuck you!
Fuck you, it's directly at me. How fucking dare you?
Be at both of us.
Nah, fuck that. Wait, what's going on with this over here?
It's just a light.
Oh, okay.
It's YouTube.
Oh. All right.
Listen. The first 6 minutes of this episode has been us struggling. For anybody who
camera's
is
a lot better right now. Oh, never mind. Okay, let me just stop talking about camera ever. I don't know why it's doing this.
I'm just getting an actual camera and like getting like a Logitech, like one of those like adapters.
Yeah.
Like I'm just gonna buy like a legit camera.
I had like a DSLR or whatever.
Yeah, I'm just gonna buy a real
I
camera.
don't know where it is, but
And we can like I'll have it up here for streaming, and then we can eventually bring it downstairs to like do the pod and everything. For anybody else, this is my apple juice. I'm allowed to do this. I bought it. It's my house. Say something.
I literally wasn't
Say
gonna
something.
say shit.
No, you made a face. Say something.
I wasn't gonna say shit. I do that with orange juice all the time.
Yeah, but
actually, what I do with the orange juice is I'll pour like. Oh, that fucking hurt. That actually hurt.
Yeah, I just got them done. They're sharp.
I'll pour whatchamacallit into it. Alright, okay. I'll pour what is it? What the fuck drink is it?
Mimosas?
Yeah, I'll make it basically mimosa.
So champagne?
No. Well,
oh, I wish I had my phone on me. I have all the wedding photos on my phone.
Probably downstairs somewhere. Actually, no. There's no way it's downstairs somewhere. It's gotta be up here. Because it texted you, and you were up here.
Yeah, but I also went downstairs and then said, oh shit, I don't have rock, paper.
Rock, paper, scissors for everything. Get your own phone, motherfucker. Hey, whoa. Alright, chill out with that. So, anyways, how's everybody doing? It's still fucking blurry, bro. I don't know why. Like, okay, focus on me. I look better, I guess. What the heck, man? I don't know why it's not working. It won't work properly, but I can't help you guys. I guess. Sorry, we've been gone for like 3 weeks. It's been a while. They've been gone for a while. My God, this camera sucks.
Yeah, I know.
Like, this is so bad.
Yeah, I don't know why it does this.
Yeah.
I don't have any answers for you. There's a few photos in here that are just hilarious from the wedding.
Yeah, that whole entire like group chat, I was like, I don't know if I'm supposed to see these pictures. So I was just like, I'm just gonna walk away from
what
this.
group chat? Wait, what?
The group chat with like that you had the chaos coordinator.
Yeah? What photos were sent in that?
It was like a bunch of photos.
No.
There was those, but there were like other ones, I think. This one.
Oh no, you were not supposed to see those.
That's why I was just like, I'm good. I'm gonna not. I'm like, bye. I was just like,
oh no!
I was like, I saw the notification, saw that, and was just like, nope. Bye. She's like, nah, we're good. I want to stay out of this, whatever this is. I ain't a part of this. I was just like,
we did the trend with Lonnie where
yeah, I know. You told me about that, and I was just like, I feel like that's what that was supposed to be about. And I was just like, no, that's not a me thing. No, like I'm not a part of this. I was about to just like dipped out of the entire like group chat thing.
I
was
wouldn't
just
have
like,
blamed you.
I was gonna do that, but I was just
Oh
like,
my
what
God.
if something like important happens?
And then I need to like.
Yeah,
I mean,
So-
a lot did happen at the wedding. We're not
yeah.
gonna pretend like a lot didn't happen at the wedding. I'm not gonna get into all the details here. It's private shit. If you wasn't there, you don't know about it.
Mhm. I mean,
You weren't there, but you're also my best friend. But also, fuck SIA.
yeah. But I mean, it's also possibly slightly a blessing in disguise because I might have like
Punched a few people. Yeah.
so I might have been in jail over there.
Nobody needed to get arrested.
Yeah.
Oh God, I didn't even tell you all the other stuff. I'll tell you all the other stuff off camera once again because it's private shit.
Mm.
Because I only told you my shit. There was other shit that happened with like random there too.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah. By the way, Random now has a girlfriend.
Okay. I really thought he did.
No.
When
When he got back from Spain.
he got one when he got back.
So like they were talking and he tried to ask her out before he went to Spain and she said no.
But then he came
Ask me
back.
when you come back. And so he did, and now they're dating. Okay, she just wanted to do some hoe shit real quick before he
Well,
came back.
that or she wanted him to get his thing out the way because she
Oh.
couldn't trust him while he was gone.
Well, if you can't trust him while he's gone, then why are you getting into a relationship with him in the first
That's
place?
just how some people are. All right. You're the special captain, all right? Yeah, I knew where that was going.
It's quick with it.
Mhm.
All right. What happened while I was gone here? Anything interesting?
I mean, besides your dogs eating your shoelaces, not really.
And you lying to me? You picked up the phone and said, "I have no idea what you're talking about. I have to go. I'll call you back."
Well, I
Hung
was
up
literally
the
at
phone.
work
Hung up the phone. Called me back 20 minutes later and
because
said,
I was helping.
"Yeah."
people.
So about that, I debated buying you new shoelaces.
I did. I really did, dude.
I told.
Y'all's dog.
How much was it?
It was 80 for the bag, and then those 8-in-1 vitamins were so expensive.
Yeah, that's why I've not been buying them. I told you not to buy them, and then you bought them, and I was like, okay.
Well, I thought you said you weren't buying them because they weren't in stock.
Well, they weren't, but also they are expensive. Also, I usually don't buy my dog food. My mom buys it because she goes to the
that shit-
commissary because she gets it cheaper at the commissary.
Oh, that makes sense. Yeah, because that shit.
Also,
That's
I don't
wild.
buy my cat food. My mom buys my cat food at the commissary
It makes more sense.
because it's cheaper.
Yeah. Why are we going to Petco all the time?
Does your family have?
No, you and I have gone to Petco.
Because she just recently started doing that for
Oh,
me.
okay. I was like,
Yeah, no, that we used to. DJ's also been like years since we've gone to Petco.
we went like last year. When you were wait, hold on. How long have you been at? No, that was like years ago. Actually,
Yeah,
that was like years ago. Wow, that's crazy.
yeah.
Time be flying.
That brain cell's working overdrive in your head, isn't it?
I've been tired. Okay, like your dogs didn't really let me sleep. You know how often they would jump on the couch to wake me up?
You let them jump on the couch.
I didn't try to. I was asleep. It was mainly Gatsby.
Yeah, actually, that makes sense because I definitely used to let her jump on the couch and take
Mhm.
naps with me when she was a puppy.
Yeah, Nyx
Nyx has
would just
never
lick my feet or lick my face.
Yeah, you let the dog that eat shit.
I was asleep. Again, I was asleep.
You let.
I didn't let this shit happen.
Did you
It
wash your
just-
face?
Yes. Later.
Did you have?
I didn't.
Did you have on socks?
Um.
Because you know that dog likes feet.
If I was asleep at night, no.
Did you leave him out at night?
No. I
That's
put
what
him
it's-
to bed at like. I would sometimes let him stay out until like midnight.
No, they're usually out until like 2 or 3 a.m.
I would.
We were actually talking. We were actually talking because they just go to sleep on their bed.
Mm-hmm.
And because it's only like a 2-hour difference, usually from when like I wake up at like 5:30 to when Lonnie usually goes to bed, possibly letting them stay up like out all night one night and just see how it goes.
Make sure you guys don't leave your shoes anywhere. I'm so serious. Like
both of the shoelaces. I've never had this issue where my shoes are or where they always are.
So they were left in front of the couch at first, and I was like, okay, like literally for the first like 7 or 8 nights, no problem at all. And then, like during the day, one time, Nix was just like, while I was asleep, mind you, okay, I was asleep when this happened, okay.
I'm still just on the fact that when I called you, you said, I don't know what you're talking about.
I was at work, okay?
You said, I don't know what you're talking about.
I was at work.
I don't know what you're talking about. Hung up the phone, called me back, and said, okay, so I do know what you're talking about.
I was at work, okay? All right. I still hadn't watched the video that you had sent me by then. I'd watched it later. And that... Shut up. Literally, I don't know. Like, you guys, you wouldn't have noticed. I don't know how often you guys check the camera.
Oh, I only checked it that one time. I scared the shit out of you.
Yeah, like, it was just like, it was literally the,
and then
the second day.
And then the time that I texted you and was like, what's going on? Because it was like 2 a.m. for you, but there was motion in the house. And I texted you and asked you if you were staying at the house or not.
Oh, yeah.
So literally those 2 times. Yeah. But it's only because the one time I just thought it was funny to scare you. And then the second time I was like, is there somebody in my house right now?
Yeah, no. I just... Like...
Which I don't care that...
3 or 4 days in, I was just like...
I don't care, but it was just the time difference. And I was like, it's 2 a.m. If there's motion in my house, it's either the cats are downstairs, the dogs got out of their crates, or there's somebody in my house because in my head, you weren't staying there. Yeah. Like I said, I don't care that you did end up staying there. It's not a big deal to me, but I was just like...
I slept on.
Yeah, I hadn't made my bed yet. The sheets were still in the dryer.
I was going to sleep on the couch.
I meant to ask you to switch my sheets over and everything, and I completely forgot, so I had to rewash everything when I came home.
My bad.
I didn't ask you. Yeah. It's not your bad. I completely forgot to ask.
Yeah. But no, nothing crazy happened. I mean, it was just a shoelace thing.
We went to this club in Barcelona on the beach, right? And it was called Shoto. It was so much fun.
Is that what you guys posted on your story?
Yeah.
Okay, I think I saw that.
But we walk in there and the DJ they're like, mind you, Shoto, and you think it's like a Japanese themed, like, so you're expecting some like techno music or something when you go in there, right? Nah. Straight up hip hop, rap, a black DJ wearing a Bulls hat.
Oh, I was ready for like reggae or something.
Yeah, no, it was straight up hip hop, like.
Yeah, I would have been like, all right, let's go with some reggae.
It was just like we walked downstairs and we were like, that guy wearing a Bulls hat?
I mean, Bulls hats are where it's at. Yeah, the Bulls are great.
But so it was so much fun. But then afterwards we went to the beach, right? Because everybody was like, you're the bride, we do what you want. And I was like, well, I'm gonna go to the fucking beach. And then Trey was like, so we were just walking around the beach and Trey kept saying like, oh, I want to race. And I was like, Trey, I'll run, like I'll race you, I don't care. So he was like, how much of a head start do you need? I was like, give me solid 5 seconds.
You got a head start?
Trey is a track coach. He plays volleyball.
Okay, here's the thing. Okay.
It's me.
Okay, but here's the thing. Just because you're a coach doesn't mean you're the athlete.
He is the athlete. That man is pure muscle.
I'm just saying.
That man is the athlete.
I'm just saying.
But so he gave me a 5-second head start. I was doing really good, and I fucked up because I looked back. I looked forward, and then I fell.
Don't look back. You don't look back in a race.
I looked back. I looked forward.
Focus on the line, and that's it.
Hold on. I gotta show you the video. Where is it? It's
you fell in the sand.
Yep.
You face planted?
Yep. It's me.
And You ate sand.
I did not eat
You
sand.
ate sand.
I didn't eat sand.
Dude, you ate sand.
So
Why is she doing
I
it
know,
like
we were
it's
drunk. We were drunk. I don't know what you want from us.
like it's a whole like 60s.
And by the way, my top had zero support.
Also,
Okay.
where are you running to? That was not a straight line. That was not a straight line that you ran in.
Oh wait. Oh wait, no, that was not me falling. Lonnie has a better video where you actually see me faceplant.
Like you ran so crooked. Like you ran in his
And
path.
a random person also started racing with us too. It was actually quite
What?
funny.
Okay.
I don't know. It was quite funny. I enjoyed it. It was
Mhm.
quite a time.
I bet.
And then
I
the
bet it was
rehearsal
fun.
dinner was a lot of fun.
Mhm.
I have a good page right here. The rehearsal dinner was interesting. I will say that. So the villa was like actually really hard to find and get to
Mhm.
that we were staying at. And so like Lonnie's mom got lost. My dad's phone, he was like, my phone's dead. So like, good luck. And I was like, what do you mean good luck? And then
Good luck.
yeah. And I was
Who
like,
the hell says good luck?
my father. And I was like, what do you mean good luck? You're supposed to be here. Rehearsal.
Yeah, what the heck?
We need to be here. And then
Good luck. What a fucking thing to say. Who doesn't charge their phone? Like,
apparently my father.
like all day.
I know. And then so everybody was down there and then nobody could find Lana. And I was like, where's Lana? Stefano was down there and I was like, where's Lana? So we sent somebody upstairs to grab Lana. They came back down without Lana. And I said, where's Lana? And they go, I don't know. And I was like, what do you mean you don't know?
Your whole job was to get
Yeah,
Lana.
I was like, what do you mean you
Lana.
don't know? Where's Lana? And then so somebody finally goes upstairs to go find Lana, right?
Mhm.
All the other guests are in like the actual rehearsal like venue part of the villa, right?
Mhm.
And we set up like we bought a whole bunch of liquor and everything, and then they also brought like a bunch of wine, so we had it all set up on this little bar cart. I don't know what happened, but all you hear is crash, and you look over, and an entire bottle of tequila is gone,
Who knocked it
and a
over?
wine bottle.
Who knocked it
I
over?
don't know. But I just looked over and I just looked back and I was like, no, it's okay.
It's not a problem.
Okay. It's okay.
It happens. Everything happens.
So then Lana finally comes downstairs. No idea where she was this entire time. But she finally, my septum got caught inside of my nose, right?
My nose was just itching.
No, it hurt.
Nah,
So Lana finally comes down and we're finally doing rehearsal and everything. And Leo, it's so funny. Leo was like attached to Lonnie the entire week.
mhm.
And so like that happens. Rest of the night goes off without a hitch. What?
It was funny that both y'all forgot your vows.
They were both on our phones.
Yeah.
And I couldn't have my phone on me clearly. And
why weren't you? Oh well, yeah, you weren't allowed to because you were the one doing the recording or
yeah,
live streaming.
I was live
That's
streaming. Yeah.
understandable, yeah. Why didn't you send it to somebody?
I meant to write it down and hand it to Vanna,
That would make sense. Yeah.
but I literally forgot to write it down. And then when we got to the venue, nobody had any pen and paper.
I mean, to be fair though, did you guys bring pen and paper?
No.
To begin with?
No.
So who's gonna bring pen and paper?
I don't know. But so back to the rehearsal dinner, right?
Mhm.
It goes off without a hitch. I finally get my food. My dad looks at me and yells, he scolds. My dad has never really scolded me, right?
Mhm.
And he scolded me and he was like, you're gonna sit down and you're gonna eat your plate of food. And that's gonna be that. And I was like, okay. And so like I sit down, I start eating, and then Lonnie's mom's like, oh, I want to get family photos before the sun sets. So we start taking photos, right? And then Morgan who was like our content like creator and like
Yeah.
photographer for the weekend. She was like, oh, do you and Lonnie want photos like for this?
Morgan's the one that's been on before.
Yes.
Okay, I just
Yes.
wanted to make sure. She's the actual like.
Yeah. No, so she
creator, okay.
shot content for me all like both
Yeah.
days for free.
Okay.
And she's like bringing over the hard drive for me like tonight.
Oh damn. Okay.
Yeah, she's going to drop it off in the mailbox.
Okay. Gotcha.
So like I'm like super appreciative of her.
Mhm.
But she was like, do you and Lonnie like in the lavender fields want to get some photos and everything? I was like, yeah, sure, no problem. Tell me why everybody and their mother followed us. So me and Lonnie are out there taking photos
with
everybody watching, and he's like, and I'm just like, and people are like having little conversations.
I mean,
and I'm just like,
y'all got an audience.
Literally. And so like Morgan's like posing us and having us do all these things, and I'm like, why is everybody here? Why did they all follow? What is happening?
I mean, y'all are the center of attention for the entire week.
You know how I feel about that.
Yeah, but I mean, like,
I just
what does everybody else have to do though?
Eat their food. I don't know. Socialize.
Screw that.
Drink.
Screw that.
So, but here's my thing. So this is how my entire like 2 days of my like rehearsal dinner wedding went, right?
Mhm.
So I'm like, okay. And we go back inside, and I go to grab my plate of food, and my plate of food is gone.
After your dad had scolded you on eating the food.
Well, Lonnie's mom wanted photos before the sunset.
I see why your dad scolded you on eating the food.
So I go back in to eat.
Had you even eaten at all that day?
No, because I had my trial hair and makeup. So I had a little bit of lunch that we cooked, and I got about 5 bites of my food.
Sounds about right. Nobody like thought to, all of the people that came with y'all thought to like maybe bring your food for you so you could eat.
Anyways, so we go
or
back,
Lonnie's food or anything.
so we go back in. Well, and Vanna made my plate for me and made sure that it was like perfect for me. So it was like everything that I could eat.
Yeah.
And we went in to sit down. And I'm like, all right, well, my food's gone. And then it was actually, I had a like really cute moment. Like Morgan was on live and we were like having fun on there. And then we were recording, and I had a really fun moment with like my little brother. Because my mom was like, oh, your little brother keeps asking for you. And I was like, which one? And Julie was like, oh, Jacob. So I literally picked Jacob up. And then like when we got over to all the girls, so like I just had him dangling by his legs from my arm. And DJ, you look normal. Thank you. You look normal.
See how it is. That's cool.
I'm the
okay with
favorite.
being normal. I'm okay with being normal.
But so I had him like dangling
least it's
like
not
that,
ugly.
and then we just started chasing each other around because it was like a long table. So it was like just a really fun moment for me because like I don't get to do that with them often. So it was like really fun. At one point, one of my friends was like, Taylor, leave him alone. I said, no, he doesn't get the big sister treatment often, so I'm gonna give it to him when I can.
And bully him?
Yes!
Not everybody needs to be bullied. Just saying.
I wasn't actually bullying.
You were bullying the shit out of him, weren't you?
No.
She's mean to her little brothers.
No, I'm not.
She's extremely mean to
I
him.
love them so much. No, so that was the rehearsal dinner thing where and then so we're packing all the liquor up to go back up. And so my mom grabs one of the like cases for the beer and we put all the bottles in it so she can carry it up to go home. Well, the bottom of the like case like dropped. And so I'm standing there barefoot.
Oh, so you had straight glass around your feet?
Yeah.
Oh.
And beer. And I'm just standing there, and my mom's like, you're the important one. You get out of this. So Vanna literally throws me her Grinch slippers.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Grinch slippers.
And so I get out of the way with the Grinch slippers on, and that mess gets cleared up. So, yeah.
Why Grinch slippers?
She loves the Grinch. I don't know.
Yeah, but like, okay. I'm not judging. I'm not gonna judge.
So that was the rehearsal dinner thing. It was just, I don't even know. But then like wedding day, thank you. So like wedding day comes around, and so all the girls were like, okay, so Shar was the one with the rental car and she had Leo, so she took me, Vonna, and Shannon
Mhm.
first with my wedding dress and all of their stuff up first, dropped us off, and then came back and grabbed Ashlyn and Lotta and their stuff and came back with
Mhm.
Leo to get ready and everything. Because getting like me, Vonna, and Shannon there were really important. I was having really bad anxiety that morning. It was just like a thing of like I didn't see Lonnie the night before. I didn't see him when I woke up. Like we did the whole like separated before
Mhm.
the thing.
Yeah.
And so I was just having a lot of anxiety around that. Also, you know me, I'm a control freak, and I gave up full control to the wedding planner that day.
That's wild.
And I couldn't, like, I wasn't in charge. I didn't see anything before I walked down. It was just like all her. And I was
Yeah.
just like not having a good time. My anxiety was really bad. Like I asked Shar for a hug, I asked Vonna for a hug, I asked Shannon for a hug. Like Shannon just laid in bed with me for like an hour. Like I was like, oh, I'm gonna go take a nap in your bed real quick because I didn't sleep well.
You heard Fred?
Yeah, I heard Fred. I didn't sleep well the night before. And so Shannon just came in and just like sat in bed. You know Shannon. She just came in and she just laid in bed like this right next to me, and I was just like, okay, whatever. So I did take a nap for like an hour, which was much needed.
Yeah.
And then we went and we were getting ready and everything. And so before we leave, me, Shar, and Keisha are talking with Vonna, and I'm like, the guys don't have a way that they're getting to the villa yet. Photographer's supposed to be over at 12:30 to get photos of them getting ready, and they're supposed to be at the venue by 3.
How do they not have a way to get there?
They're like, oh, well, somebody can just drive Taylor's rental car and drive all the guys up. There's only 5 seats in my car. There are 8 of them.
Well, I mean,
and it's a European car.
Trunk space?
Non-existent.
Sitting on people's laps then.
They're all big men.
Yeah, sitting on people's laps then. Yes, Fred.
So, and I don't mean like big as in like wide, like they're all tall.
Yeah, no, I know. I figured, man.
And so, mind you, I had been telling the guys, hey, get one of the taxi services to come pick you up.
Yeah.
Schedule a car.
Yeah. They didn't do it.
They didn't do it. But no. TJ had this bright idea. Schedule a taxi service.
Okay, so because you said it a million times, but then
to be fair, I will give him this.
Yeah.
They didn't show up until Monday afternoon.
What do you mean?
They didn't arrive until Monday afternoon.
Oh, you're talking about, okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So he didn't know that I already said this. But he was saying this, and Vonna and Shar were both like, you mean the thing that Taylor's been saying for a minute now?
Yeah.
Anyways, so I'm like, okay, great. So you need to coordinate with all the guys and schedule this.
Because they need probably 2 taxis just to get all of them over.
Well, no, they have like passenger vans because we did that for when we went out to the club and everything.
Okay.
So I'm like, all right, cool. So y'all got this now, right?
Mm-hmm.
You will schedule the van. I'm now getting ready. No, I'm not getting ready. So we're all there now. Shar's currently getting ready. Wedding planner comes to me. It's like 11 something, right? Mm-hmm. Like she comes to me. She goes, "Why was I just told that the guys are on their way?" And I said, "What do you mean the guys are on their way here?" And she goes, "I was just told the guys are on their way here." And I said, "The guys should not be on their way here. The guys know not to come here, and that the photographer is coming to them at 12:30. What do you mean the guys are on their way here?" So I go over because Lonnie's brother is in the guys getting ready area, and I go, "Hey, Questley, you need to figure this out."
Yeah.
So I have him figure it out. The guys were not on their way. I don't know what the miscommunication was, but the guys were not on their way. But because we thought that the guys were on the way, we had made this. We were like, okay, well, the photographer will just stay here, and the photographer will just get photos of them getting ready here. There is.
Okay.
Because I then proceeded to tell the guys, well, now you have to be here at like 1:32.
Okay.
To get ready.
Okay. Why didn't they just get ready there in the first place? There's a separate area for the guys to get ready in.
I don't know.
Why not just have them get ready there? That way they don't ruin their suits.
Anyways,
yeah.
apparently Basically, they were all half ready, and we are like,
Okay.
well, get unready.
Yeah, that's
and bring it all with you.
Yeah.
And mind you, at this point, they still hadn't ordered a taxi yet.
Okay, so how long does it take for a taxi to arrive usually?
That's not the point. The point is, at this point, it is now 11.
I mean, they still got like 2 hours. Well, like an hour and a half. Because I don't know how far the distance.
20 minutes.
Well, I mean, you know, they got like an hour before they need to technically call. But I mean, I guess if they don't have the vehicle, you should probably.
Yeah.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Do you see? Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it was a Tuesday, so.
Anyways, so on top of that, I have Vanna texting TJ.
Yeah.
I have Ashlyn texting Britton.
Mhm.
And I have Shar texting Lonnie.
Mhm.
They are all communicating separate, like, all the girls are communicating the same things to the guys.
Yeah.
The guys are all together.
Mhm.
The responses that we are getting from the guys are all 3 separate responses that are so concerning.
Mhm.
What I have come to realize is never leave men in charge of anything.
Or at least just have one person designated to like giving you answers and not 3 separate men giving you answers.
Well, no, we did designate TJ, but then TJ, because TJ was designated in the morning because he didn't go out with the guys the night before to be the one in charge.
Yeah.
TJ didn't want the responsibility, so we gave it to Brenton.
Would have been me if I was there.
Yes, it would have been you if you were there.
I wouldn't have gone out with the guys the night before.
Yep.
That's why it would have been me.
Yep.
You guys hate me.
That's what TJ said.
Guys
he said, why is it because I wanted to sleep that now I have to be responsible?
Yeah, that's what sucks. Wanting to sleep makes you the responsible one.
Oh, and the other thing that was like making me so anxious was the wedding planner looked at me right before she started like directing everyone of like where everything goes and everything like that. And she was like, have you seen Lonnie today? And I was like, no. And she's like, well, what time did you get in last night? I said, I have no idea. And she goes, have you seen him this morning? And I said, nope. And she goes, so you have no idea what he looks like? I said, nope. She goes, so you have no idea if he's awake? I said, nope. And she was like, okay.
Why is that a problem though?
Because he has to be.
But I mean, like, why is she asking you that and not the other people that are contacting?
Well, this was before the contact started.
Okay, all right. Because that's.
Anyways, so we forgot to print off all of those photos that you unfortunately got a compilation of.
Yeah.
And so I needed Lonnie to grab the printer. Well, I told Lonnie, I gave Shar specific instructions to give Lonnie on how to find the printer. Well, first of all, I gave them to Kwesi, and Kwesi relayed them to Lonnie, but I'm asking a man to relay a message to another man, so it didn't go well. So then I had Shar relay the message to Lonnie.
How does it not go well? What?
I gave him specific instructions. I watched him write down the specific instructions, and somehow...
That's what's confusing me. Like, just go over the specific... Like, just say those instructions. That's it. That's all you gotta say. Like, if it says, like, you know, sky's blue. Hey, sky's blue. Like...
So, whatever. It didn't go well. So I gave the instructions to Shar. Shar gave them to Lonnie. Lonnie ended up finding exactly what I was looking for. Apparently, it was not where I thought it was. But she gave him the description of what it was. So that really helped out. And so we are going to take them.
Okay, because
we're
already at 40 minutes.
So this is going to be a long one. Anyways, so she gave him the details and everything for that, and he ended up finding it. And then somehow Britton got the instructions too, and what Britton found was like the printer cartridge. But then somehow I got really stressed because Lonnie said that he didn't have the printer, but he had just sent Shar a picture of the printer, and I was like, what the fuck? So that stressed me out. That was not fun.
No, this is about to be terrible.
Yeah, so one thing that we did at my wedding was after everybody's speeches, at the end of our speech,
I'm
we
covering
did,
it.
I'm also covering it.
Yeah.
We did shots. Now,
This is water.
this is water.
This is a shot of water.
This is a shot of water.
Mhm.
Okay. We're doing shots of water
Mm-hmm.
because,
That's it.
because DJ couldn't make it to the wedding.
Mm-hmm. Shots of water.
Shots of water. Cheers. That's some great water.
That's some spicy water. That's some dry ass water.
Oh.
That's really dry water.
You want some apple juice?
No, we're good.
Okay. But yeah, so that was like the whole getting ready fiasco. I had a first look with my dad. It was actually a really beautiful moment.
Yeah.
I called my grandparents and I cried. I really wish that they could have been there.
Yeah, y'all started the live like 10 minutes early.
Yeah.
So I was like, I got in there because you guys said like the day before at 10 o'clock.
Well, so people didn't arrive on time.
Okay. Because I was like, okay, 10 o'clock. And then I loaded it up at 10 because I was like, okay, now they're definitely live for sure. And it was like, y'all were live for 10 minutes. And I was just like, how much did I miss?
Nothing. First of all, it was a bunch of black people.
I just wanted to make sure I was there, okay? I was...
We are never on time.
Yeah, y'all were early for the live, though.
We were on time for the live.
You were 10 minutes early for the live. What do you mean?
I didn't do that. I just... Listen, somehow...
I was the late one.
Somehow, TJ was in charge of the live stream.
Yeah, and he started way early. Jesus.
I don't know how that was put on him. You know what
why
I was...
wasn't it on Morgan? Or why didn't Morgan designate somebody to do it? Or at least like set it up in a good spot so that way she can go take pictures of everything.
Well, because she was in the crowd. She wasn't taking photos or anything during the ceremony.
Oh, really?
No, so we live streamed it, but then also I had a videographer for that.
Okay, so then why didn't you have her in like the front row or something so that way she could like make sure the live was going good?
You know, I was not in charge of that. I don't know what we're asking me. I wasn't in charge of that, okay?
I'm just saying,
I just said, here's my phone, here's the passcode, Facebook.
Yeah, I know. And then because
you know what I was doing for those 10 minutes? I was upstairs with my dad, relaxing before like trying to calm down my nerves and everything. And so like my nerves, no. So here's the thing. My nerves finally calmed down and my wedding planner comes upstairs and she looks at me and she goes, your brothers aren't here yet. It is 4 o'clock. And my uncle, who was in charge of getting my brothers, and him and his boyfriend to the venue, were not there yet.
Stuck in traffic?
My uncle took my little brother swimming right before the wedding.
That's not smart. That's not smart at all. So did they miss it?
No. They made it. They made it.
Just barely?
Just barely.
Okay.
They were there when I walked down the aisle. I don't know when they came in, but apparently, so that is Jaden's hair. You can tell he was.
Yeah, he was. Looks like chlorine or something.
Yep, for sure.
Yeah.
Jacob apparently ran up to my stepmom and was like, "I'm so sorry, mommy," and she's like, we'll talk about this later. She's like, this is Taylor's. She was like, this is Taylor's day.
For the rest of this trip.
And we'll talk about this later.
Don't worry. All of your stuff is gone. When you get back to the room, you get nothing but your clothes.
So literally, I just calmed down and she walks in. She goes, your brothers aren't here. And I'm like, and she's like, do you want us to hold off until they're here? Like, if we do, it cuts into this. And my dad was like, no. My dad didn't even let me answer. My dad was like, no, if they're not here, they're not here.
No, I feel like I would have waited. I feel like I would have been like, no, I'm waiting. Because, like, I still want family to be there.
Well, the thing was,
Yeah.
everybody else was there.
Yeah, I know. It's just like,
They did make it. Like I said, by the time
Yeah.
I walked down the aisle, they were there.
yeah.
It was honestly a really beautiful ceremony. The setup was beautiful. I told Lonnie later on, I actually thought that like he was mad or something because he couldn't look at me.
What do you mean? He couldn't look at you?
Like when I was walking down, he would look over and then he'd have to look away.
Oh, because
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I understand that. Okay, yeah.
So he was literally like fighting back like a whole breakdown.
Yeah, that's understandable.
But I didn't realize what was happening because remember, my anxiety was so heightened that day because I hadn't heard from him at all. And I was like, bro, I did. In my head, I was like, he's mad at me. Like, and it was clearly irrational thoughts and everything that were going through my head because what did he have to be mad at me? It was the night, like, nothing happened.
Maybe he was mad just because he missed you. I don't know.
I did, but that's what I'm saying. Like, it was so irrational. And then we got like down the steps fully, and I looked, and I was like, he's not mad. He's literally like fighting back like tears. Yeah, like he's literally like it was just such a moment for me. And then like we had our whole photo shoot and everything. And then I'm so everybody talks about, when you're the
so the person that replaced me, did they have to walk down to my song or no?
No, we just picked one song for everybody.
All right, I was about to say
no, because the matchups didn't even end up being what they were originally going to be because oh my god, Leo scared the fuck out of us. I'll get to that in a second. So the ceremony was beautiful, and most of the time what you hear is like bride and groom, like, you guys aren't gonna eat, you guys aren't gonna get the cocktail hour experience, blah blah blah. Our venue was amazing. They had a worker who was literally, her entire job was to bring us food.
Okay, that's dope.
So literally we got all of the food that we paid for. We got.
That's dope. Like, she
brought us wine, champagne. She brought out little platters of food for us to eat in between our photo shoots. Like, it was, I will say, like, hands down, like, I'm like, that is something that I'm so grateful for because it made sure that I ate that day, right? But so like, and then we ended up actually getting to like experience our cocktail hour because we didn't do like the group photos with like all the bridesmaids and all the groomsmen and everything. We didn't do that. Instead, the photographers like came with us to the cocktail hour and we did photos with them that way. And so like, we just did photos like that of us interacting with everyone and things like that. And then like later on, everybody came up and did photos with me if they wanted to, which I really enjoyed that more than like us taking the entire cocktail hour to do these like photos because I got to interact and get photos with everyone else. And since it was such a small like thing, but no, so there was this like, so you walk down these steps and then there was a landing and then you walk down more steps to get to the ceremony area. Well, there was a giant like wall ledge on this end, right? And we were sitting on this side waiting to go in to be announced to go into for the reception. Leo climbed on this wall and stood up, and there was nothing but just a straight drop.
So who grabbed him?
Shar was standing. So, okay. So this is like the wall, right? I'm sitting here. Vanna's sitting here. Shannon's sitting here. Somebody's sitting over here. Lonnie, TJ, and Shar are over here. Leo's over here. I look over, go, Leo. By the time I'm finishing processing what I'm seeing and he's standing up, Shar's already got a grab of him. Oh my god. Oh my, all of our hearts literally sank because that's who was next to me. The wedding planner was next to me because I said, we're rearranging everybody's lineup because originally Shar was going to take Leo with her with Vanna, but Leo was attached to TJ at that point.
Okay, so Leo went in
with TJ. And so it just rearranged everything, which it wasn't that big of a deal. And then on top of that, the person who ended up replacing Jones, because Jones had his son, was our MC. Okay. So Kwesi didn't get to like walk in with everyone because he was announcing everyone. everyone.
Mhm.
So it was mainly just all the girls were paired up, and
Yeah.
then like at the end it was Shannon and Trey, TJ and Leo, and it was like it wasn't that big of a deal to me, honestly.
Yeah.
But it was just something that I told the wedding planner, which is why we just ended up doing one song anyways.
Gotcha. Understandable.
But that was like literally such a like.
That's terrifying.
It was such a terrifying moment. There are very few moments with like kids, like with my nieces and nephews, where that stick with me, and like that's gonna be one of them where it just literally like it was such a like all of us like literally like you felt like literal time stand still. It was
Mhm.
such like a moment. But then like everybody went in, we gave our speech, everybody gave their speeches. If you know, you know.
That shit was funny as fuck.
Mm.
I literally, so before you actually sent it to me again, I had already watched it the day before. I just forgot to respond about it.
Oh,
And
I
was
couldn't.
like-
So all of the videos hadn't uploaded in the iCloud.
Yeah, it was like only 6 of the 10. Or something.
Yeah. And so
Yeah.
the same thing was happening to Molly, but Molly couldn't even get them to load. So
Yeah,
I
none of
was
mine
like,
it would load one at a time, maybe.
yeah.
But
So
like-
because of that, I just resent it to both of you.
Mhm.
But yeah, no, I was like, overall, honestly, the wedding was amazing. It was beautiful. The ceremony looked fucking fantastic.
Mhm.
The like reception was beautiful. Like, and I will also say, like, the other thing that I really appreciate was like, at one point, like, I hadn't really touched my food. I had gotten up and like was talking to people and everything. My wedding planner came up to me. She's like, "Hey, love you so much. We can't serve dessert or anything until you finish eating." So it was like, so you know how like in the UK, like nobody's able to like once the queen's done eating, then everybody's done eating.
So you're basically like,
Yeah.
okay. Cool.
They didn't touch any plates or clear anything until I had finished eating.
Interesting. So if you had finished eating but Lonnie hadn't, they still would have been like, okay, we can start.
No, but it was because I hadn't like
Okay.
it was just basically to make sure that me and him ate.
Yeah. Okay, that makes sense. Makes sense.
And because usually the bride is the one that goes without eating.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh shit. So I sat down and I actually ate my food.
Mhm.
And then same thing with dessert. Like it was when you're done with your dessert, like we can move on to the cake cutting, but like only until you're done.
Wait, so you did cake cutting after the dessert?
Yeah, so it was a gin and tonic ice cream.
Okay, gotcha.
So it wasn't like actual like so we did the cake cutting, but on top of that, so we had a very small cake, okay? And then we did cookies. This is probably one of my favorite photos. I don't know if y'all can see that.
That's actually really it fucking got good clearance for that. That's
Right?
crazy.
But like some of my favorite like moments are like that with like my little brother. Like I don't
Yeah.
remember these moments. I'm not gonna show them.
Remember them?
No. So here's the thing. So I ended up I had like 5 glasses of wine before we got to the reception.
Yeah.
And then I did like the shot with everyone. I did another shot with my uncle.
Mm.
I did another shot with my dad. I did another shot with Britain.
Mm.
That's 4 shots.
That's a lot.
Plus like 5 glasses of wine and a glass of champagne.
Yeah.
And they gave me a glass of wine at dinner.
That's a lot.
And so I remember my first dance with Lonnie.
Mhm.
I remember my father-daughter dance.
Mhm.
One thing that I was not expecting, me and Charlotte locked eyes at the end of the father-daughter dance, and I broke down about Marty.
Mhm.
Like I had a full meltdown about Marty.
Mhm. Yeah.
We called Tracy. I didn't think that it was gonna hit me as bad as like it did at my wedding,
Mhm.
but he should have been there.
Mhm.
It was just one of those things where I was like, he should have been there.
Yeah.
And Tracy was like, baby, you know that I would be there, but like she literally just got a new heart last year.
Yeah.
So like of course she can't. She's not allowed to travel.
Mhm.
But it was just one of those things that it hit me like a bag of bricks out of nowhere.
Yeah.
And I remember grabbing another drink with some of our friends, and doing like we did a whole cheers thing. And then the next thing that I kind of really remember is my mom getting me into the back of her car to take me back to the villa. There's photos and videos of me dancing.
But you don't remember it at all?
Nope. But that's how you know I did it right.
That seems right. That seems right.
It was my wedding. I was supposed to be the drunkest one there.
Yeah, honestly. Drunkest. Yeah, because I was gonna say Lonnie needs to be the drunkest, but like really,
He also doesn't remember.
yeah, it should have been like how it usually goes. I thought was like bride's the drunkest. The groom can't really be drunk that much because he needs to be the one driving the car away.
Yeah, but we didn't.
Yeah, but you guys didn't have that, so who cares?
Listen, we knew that we were getting home back to the villa somehow. We just didn't know who was going to be it. But it turned out that it was my mother,
but I mean,
who brought home a bag of. So my mom was given a box at the end of the night. It was just like random wedding stuff from the day, right? So it had like my veil, my wedding shoes, and then apparently 60 mini bottles of tequila, 30. Because we had ordered 60 because when we put in the order for it, that's how many guests were coming. Well, that guest dropped in half, and so we have like 30 or 20 mini bottles of tequila now just sitting downstairs.
Yeah. I'm not drinking that.
So hold on, because I have to play the voice note.
I'm not drinking that.
No, I gotta play the voice note that Lonnie sent me today.
Also, Taylor's mom dropped off like her veil and like a bunch of like miscellaneous stuff from the wedding, and she's like, "Oh yeah, there's some tequila in there." I just assumed it was gonna be like a bottle or two. Why is there 30 shots of tequila in this motherfucker? 30. Does she know that only 2 people live here?
Y'all party a lot. Y'all party a decent amount, you know.
Oh my god,
You guys have friends over all the time.
I was getting my nails done when that was sent to me, and I just like died laughing. I played it for my nail tech, and I was like, "This is hilarious."
I'm trying to figure out how much. Oh, it's not that bad. 38.
No, that's not bad.
At least it's not like.
But yeah, that was my wedding.
Yeah. Damn. That's fun.
The funniest part to me was during when we were exchanging rings. I went, "Which one's his left hand?"
Yeah, that shit was hilarious. I was like, I was like, what the fuck does that have to do with anything right now?
Being dyslexic, you do.
But you know, it's like here's the thing. It doesn't matter if you do that. Where's your left? Which ring? Which hand has your ring on it?
DJ,
He went first. It's the opposite. It's diagonal.
You had the brain cell.
I was watching that. I was like, this girl is dumb as fuck.
You had the brain cell.
And then you guys walked away, and the live stream's still going. And all I hear is you turn around and go, "You can stop that shit. You can stop the live stream." I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Oh, that shit was great.
I forgot that I said that at the end.
Yeah, that shit was great. You were like, cut it. Cut it. Oh, man. It was funny as hell.
Proud of it. I'm proud of me. No, that was hilarious.
Yeah. I was like, y'all, both y'all motherfuckers forgot your vows.
He fucking made me go first because he was like, "I forgot my vows. Here, you go first." And I was like, "Shit, what was I gonna say?"
Like, just.
Well, hold on, because I can read my actual vows because I already read them to him. They're short. They're not like anything. So my real vows were, which I actually did get the most of what I wanted to say in my vows across.
Mm-hmm.
The truth is, there isn't enough space in my heart or words in my head to express how much I love and appreciate you. Nothing will ever do it justice, but I will try. I want to do life with you and experience every high and every single low with you and amazing joys of life. I love you more than words can express, and I look forward to a lifetime of love, laughter, happiness from this moment until my last. I'm yours.
That's nice.
Yeah.
That's a nice vow.
Like, I got most of them there.
It was funny because he was like, well, I guess I need to vow something. I guess I gotta say vow at some point. I was like, this shit's funny as fuck. It's like 10 a.m. and I'm dying laughing. I'm like, I just woke up with this shit.
But could you expect my wedding to,
No, I, like,
to be
I
anything
didn't-
else?
No, I didn't. I was like, she left brain cells everywhere. Like, she left brain cells at the beach the night before or whatever, the club or something. I was just like,
They just
I
weren't
was
there.
like, okay, like this seems about right. I was thinking, even if I was there, it wouldn't be any
It wouldn't be any
better.
better. It would not have been. But yeah, y'all, I did that shit. I got married.
Hell yeah, that was nice. It was nice.
It was beautiful. I really enjoyed it.
It was a good ceremony on live.
I really did wish that you were there. We were both actually very upset about that.
Yeah. I was like, the entire time that I was here, I was just like, I'm fucking bored and lonely.
You're like, everybody that I talk to
is
in Spain.
right now. I was like, these motherfuckers really left me. That's crazy. I was like, damn, I don't even want to stream. I don't want to do shit. So I was so depressed. I was just like, nah, I'm not streaming. I'm not doing shit. So I literally just was like a fucking couch potato on your y'all's couch the entire time. I was like, I don't feel like driving nowhere. I had so much DoorDash. I bought so much DoorDash.
Oh my god.
Like, I was like, where'd all my money go?
Jordan, them fees.
Yeah.
Bro.
Oh, okay, they caught me like the first few days because they were like, you don't have a delivery fee. Don't worry about that. Then it was just like day 4. They were like, oh yeah, it's a $7 delivery fee. And I'm like, fuck y'all. Y'all tripping. This is ridiculous.
No, the funniest thing ever. So when we were there, right?
Mhm.
It was the day of the rehearsal dinner, and we had gone in, bought a bunch of food for like lunch and everything, because everybody was going to be there, like for lunch. Like the entire house was going to be there, which was like still like around like 13 or 14 people. So we had to get a lot of food for lunch, right?
Yeah. That's still a hell of a lot.
So we bought a bunch of food to make lunch with, right?
Mhm.
We walked out, we realized we forgot to buy all the liquor. So we put all of the food in the car and we walked back into the grocery store. And mind you, at this point, these grocery people, they've seen us because we come in every single day at this point.
Yeah.
And we're the only Americans, like, because we're outside of like the main like tourist city area.
Yeah.
And so we walked back in and we're going back in and we're like, this, like the grocer, that like the checkout dude is going to be like, weren't y'all just in here? No, we walk in, he looks at us and he goes, oh yeah. We're like,
At least
hi.
he's friendly.
He was.
At least he's friendly and not like.
No, but we're like, he's gonna be like, y'all were just in here, and we're like, now we had this whole plan where we're like, we're gonna pretend like we were not just in here, right? He did the same thing. All we bought was juices and liquor, and we bought so much because we had like 20 people at the house.
He was like, y'all some alcoholics.
Yes,
He was
because
like, I
every
thought
day that
were.
because every day that we were in there, we're buying like new bottles
Oh my god.
and more beer.
Ugh, that's
Yeah.
a lot.
Yeah, no, we spent a lot of money on liquor and
Couldn't
food.
be me. Couldn't be me. Mm-mm.
Actually, not really. In total, we only spent like $200.
I just don't. I don't like alcohol. But I mean, I would have bought it for everybody else.
You would have drank with me. It was my wedding. You would have.
That day wasn't your wedding.
It's my rehearsal.
I probably would have had a drink.
Yeah, but my wedding, you would have been drinking with me.
I probably
But
would have
this,
had.
by far,
four.
is my favorite photo.
That's a really good photo. I probably would have.
That was just rude.
I probably would have drank like
It's my favorite photo.
not as much as you guys. I probably would have had like a couple of shots and like 20 beers. It wouldn't have been, honestly, I probably wouldn't have had any beer. I don't really like beer anymore. if I'm gonna drink, it's
You
usually
know,
gonna
I
be,
still
like,
have those dogs, whatever beer on top of my fridge.
yeah. I was
from
wondering. I
you.
was like
That's
I
from you.
came here. I was just like,
That's from you.
yeah, because I bought that for Benny. Because him and I were supposed to go play.
Can you take them?
Yeah, I'll take him tonight.
Okay.
We were supposed to play disc golf, and I bought those for him, and we just never
Or
did.
yeah.
Yeah, and I was like, where did they go?
They've been at my house
Yeah.
for like,
They're probably bad, honestly.
I don't know.
But yeah, I'll take them.
But yeah, no. So yeah, y'all, I got married in
Mhm.
Spain, and then I went to Greece for my honeymoon. Nobody's
guys
gonna hear
feel-
about that.
Did you guys feel tiny when you visit the Pantheon? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that shit's huge. Yeah. Like
Huge.
you think the not the monument. God dang it. What is it? Yeah, no, it's the Washington
Monument, yeah.
You think that's big. No.
That shit's huge.
Yeah, that shit.
And it's all like
way big.
everything in Greece, and same thing in Barcelona. Everything is
Yeah.
uphill.
Yeah.
Everything.
I mean, it was like built on like what, the side of the cliff or something.
Yeah.
'Cause I
No, it's
thought it-
literally built in like on a mountain.
Yeah, because I thought it was mainly for like that was their like strategy for like military.
Yeah, it's
Tactics.
also where Athena's temple was.
Yeah, so all of that was like
And
all
like,
of it was, like, based around-
Dionysus like theater and everything,
mm,
which is like really cool. I know.
Yeah.
But next week DJ will not be here, but I will be with my friend Aaliyah. So don't know what we'll be talking about, but catch us for that one. And then when we get back, we will do DJ's theme from the last time that we were here. We
yeah,
will
the
be getting to
vintage
that.
game.
The vintage games. We will be doing that. But you just gotta give us a little bit of time because I've been traveling. He's about to be traveling. So
And then in May I'll be gone too. During 1 week.
just gonna
Well, I'll be gone. It's for my sister's graduation.
okay, never mind.
This one.
Oh,
this
other
next week
thing.
I'll be gone for.
Other thing that I did while I was gone, I officially graduated from my master's program.
Let's go. Let's fucking go.
Officially got my master's degree, y'all.
Hell yeah.
So, in the same week, I got the notification the same week that I got married in.
Like, was it after?
Yeah.
Or okay.
Yeah, the first day that we were in Greece. So the first official day that we were in Greece was the 10th. And I got the email that I had completed my master's program.
Oh yeah.
My graduation was accepted.
Nice. Fuck yeah, dude.
Yep.
Fuck yeah.
So catch me next week.
You can catch us on Tuesday.
Yeah, you can catch us on Tuesday. We're gonna start Elden Ring. Seamless co-op. That will be interesting as fuck.
Yeah, you can always catch us on Tuesdays, streaming together on Twitch.
Yep.
Do you care if we do the whole
No.
tax? Okay.
You can find me on any social media at Moon Peaches. You can find him.
At Night Owls, not night as in like nighttime, but NITE 0WS.
And then I will.
Either that or just we can put it in the. Are we able to have like a description?
Yeah, there is a description.
Is there a description?
Yes.
Okay, why don't we just put our?
I'll add it to the description.
Just add our stuff to the description. But that's Tuesdays at like
It's Tuesdays.
9.
I thought we did 8.
No, because I work till 8:30.
Oh yeah, that's right. So 9. 9 on Tuesday. Oh wait, yeah, no, it is 9 because Lonnie's pod starts at 9.
So 9 o'clock.
9 o'clock on
Eastern time.
Tuesdays, and then I usually DJ streams every single day.
Except for Fridays. Except for today's.
Yes,
Because of the podcast.
because of pod. And then I stream on Thursdays usually with my friend Shannon. Right now we're playing Raft, and that has been nothing but chaos.
I tried playing a solo world. Dude, that shit's so boring. So boring by yourself.
Oh, it's so boring.
But I played it. I was like, because I tried doing it while you guys were gone. So I got it for my PS5. That's so boring, dude. It's
No,
so boring.
it's a game that you have to play with people.
Yeah, so instead, literally, I was like, I'm trying to take a break from Souls games this entire week. So I played Raft, and then I tried playing Remnant, and then I'm like talking to Vinny for like a second, and Vinny's like, "Oh, so you're playing Gun Souls?" And I'm like, "What? What did you just fucking say? What did you just fucking say to me?" He was like, "Yeah, Remnant's known to be like the Gun Souls game." And I was just like, "Fuck me."
You can't escape it.
No, I can't. Like, I just can't escape Souls games. I don't know what it is, but they're fun. They're addictive.
They are.
Really
All right.
addictive.
Well, catch us on Tuesday.
Mm-hmm.
Twitch. We'll be there. And then I'll be back here next Friday.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you all so much. Have a good rest of your week.
That's what we all